the rarest camo in every Call of Duty by T-Dog Smitty, absolute GOAT. We're gonna watch this. I'm really interested to see this. I think I should know most of them because I've used to play COD, so
today we're gonna be going over the rarest camo in every Call of Duty.
Maybe I don't know all of them.
Dive in.
I feel like I should though.
So we're gonna start this one off in Call of Duty 4, and as most of you know, this is kind of the
COD 4 Gold Desert Eagle.
First game that brought the camo grind. But I'm just gonna be going with the Gold Dragunov. This was probably the rarest gold
Dragunov
weapon you could get. If you didn't know, you had to complete all these camo challenges in the entire
level 22. You gotta get 100 kills with the ACOG scope. Oh hell no. You got 100 and okay, the headshots are kind of easy. Actually, wait. Do I have to do the ACOG scope kills first and then have to do the headshots, or do those count towards the 100 headshots already? Do the 100 headshots count towards the 100 kills? I guess that's how you would say it. Because if so, it would be easy. But like the Dragunov kind of sucks.
Category and the sniper category, besides one or two of them, was pretty trash, and the Dragunov was also trash. So you had to get all those challenges done. Then you got the gold Dragunov. Listen.
I don't think anybody got this,
bro. On the battlefield, so
I don't think anybody would actually want to grind for that.
We're gonna make this the rarest one. Now, next up on World at War, unfortunately, all the camos are very, very rare. You're probably like, what in the world are you talking about, T-Dog? Let me give you a fun fact.
I never knew there were camos on World at War.
For World at War, if you didn't know, this game was actually supposed to have a camo grind. It was going to be very similar to Call of Duty 4, but they ended up scrapping it in the final hour. They even have the gold camo in the files. I believe the PC, you might be able to access these files. I'm just really, really sad they didn't do this. But I believe one of the reasons why they didn't, they wanted to stay true to the era and not put anything weird in it. How different that is compared to today. Gold camo on an MP40. I mean, listen, I could have probably done it. I could have been fine with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me actually try to look it up. Hold on. World at War gold camo. Is this the wait? Ew! What is that? Guys, what is this, bro? This looks like a freaking yellow. Is this the actual World at War camo though? Like the gold camo? There's a gold Pack-a-Punch camo. This one looks alright, but what in the hell is this, bro? This looks ass. This looks so ass. It looks so ass, bro. Yo, my boy Trilla, what's good, man? How you been, bro? Yo, Junio, welcome in, man. I appreciate you for the sub, though. How you been, Trilla, man? I haven't talked to you in a minute. I hope you've been good, bro.
But hey, I respect that they did this. Now, Modern Warfare 2, we're not going to take very long on this one at all. It's the fall
OG
camo,
game.
and really, the only reason that's the rarest is because it was the hardest to get, but it really wasn't even that difficult.
It looks ass too, I'm not gonna lie.
In the day,
I would pick the Red Tiger over fall camo at any day.
It only took you 250 headshots to get this camo. Man, that's like a breeze compared to what we got to do today in camo grinding. So we're just gonna move on.
Bro, camo grind today is way too difficult, man. Like, it should not be this difficult, and too many challenges. Too many camos now too.
You have the rarest camo in the game. There was nothing else to get. Now, Black Ops 1 is probably the first one out of all the games so far that was actually an insane and rare grind. If you saw somebody with this camo, you're like, what in the world? This guy might not go outside at all. Let me explain it to you. This is the gold camo in Black Ops 1.
That was me back then, man.
Gold camo nowadays is very easy to get. It's a couple headshots.
Yeah, I grinded gold camo on this game back in the day, bro.
This one was very, very, very grindy.
The best one for sure, too.
First, you had to get to the 14th prestige.
Yep.
Now, 14th prestige in Black Ops 1 is one
before
the final one. There was 15 prestiges. They gave you.
You know how much Black Ops 1 you have to play to get that prestige, bro?
Option to unlock gold camo.
Oh my god. And then you have to buy it too.
Gold camo costs 50,000 COD points. That, if you didn't play Black Ops 1, that's a ton, okay? I did the math in a previous video as well. I think.
Well, to be honest though, like if you already grind until that prestige, then I guess you would have the money anyway, like the car points, whatever.
It's like 35 guns. If you wanted to get all of them.
But then also, like, you would buy new guns. You would get a clan tag, for example, which is already 1,000 and stuff like that. So maybe not, but like, I feel like if you save it or save most of it, you would still be able to afford it.
Gold times 50K. I'm not doing the math right now. It's a lot of COD points, okay? But even just getting one gold camo in Black Ops 1's pretty rare. That's an insane grind. Now we're on to Modern Warfare 3, and this is where things begin to get a little bit... Are you
gonna stream playing Bloodstrike? I just played it earlier. Yeah, we just played for a bit. But we might play, not tomorrow, but another time for sure. Like in the next few days.
You can't earn them as much. You kind of have to do something to get them, and that's why they become rare. So if you didn't know, there was a system back in Modern Warfare 3 that they introduced
what the hell
called
is that?
Call of Duty Elite. One of the things
that's
that
called
you got
Elite?
for
What
being
the
an
hell?
Elite member was the camouflage called Winter. Now, the
What?
only,
I've never seen
people
this.
that could get this were the founding members on Call of Duty Elite. So you had to be some of the first couple people that...
Bro, imagine you're a founding, or like a person that like found COD Elite. And then you get this camo, bro. This looks like shit.
Signed up and got this. And that was the only way you could get this camo. Now, it's not the coolest looking camo.
Yeah, it looks like ass.
But as you probably know, there's no Call of Duty Elite anymore. So there's literally no way.
What even was COD Elite? What even was that? I remember that existing, but what was it?
Get this camo
Does
unless
anybody
you
know?
were back as a founding member. Also, a weird fact about this one, it can't be used offline. So it's only if you're playing multiplayer. Kind of crazy.
What?
But that's our first taste.
Interesting.
Of the theme that's going to happen as we get into more and more games. Very limited time exclusive items here. So I don't know. Does anybody? Do you have Winter? I never got Winter. I
never even knew it existed.
All right. Next up, we have Black Ops 2, and the funny thing about this one is
2.
it doesn't really have.
I'm calling it Ghost Camo, or maybe not Ghost. Maybe the other one, the Advanced Warfare one.
Anything to do with Black Ops 2.
Advanced Warfare or Ghost?
Is the Ghost camo.
Okay,
now, that's a little teaser. It involves pre-ordering the next Call.
Bro, I was so mad when I realized that you had to pre-order it, because I didn't get Ghosts until like a few years after it released. And I loved it, man. It was such a good game, especially campaign. I know it's hated by a lot of people, but I wanted the Ghost camo, man. I remember there was like modders and hackers on BO2, but Ghost camo was so loved by everybody.
Call of Duty
the best camo ever, in my
out,
opinion.
Call of Duty Ghost. Now, it seems easy. You just have to pre-order a game, you get the camo. We'll stop it right there. There's a couple stipulations here. First, you had to get the game pre-order. You had to pre-order Ghost.
You have to pre-order specifically.
At a GameStop. No Best Buy.
Oh, at a GameStop? Oh, I didn't know that.
No EB Games, wherever you're from, there's a different version. Had to be GameStop. Okay, that's not that bad. Well, there's actually another stipulation on top of it. You had to be a part of their Pro Power Up member reward program as well.
What?
Which you had to pay yearly for. It wasn't a crazy amount of money. I still don't think it is. I think it's maybe like $20 for the year or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
And that program just allows you to get like discounts on.
It's kind of sad that like, imagine there's definitely only like a few people out there that actually got the camo legit. And then a few years after, you see everybody running around with this camo, bro.
Use games,
I would be so
when
mad.
You trade in, you get a little bit more. But you had to be a Power Up member. On top of that, pre-ordering it at a GameStop. There's not a lot of Power Up Pro members, and GameStop included. So I actually have this camo. I feel pretty.
Damn, man, he might be one of the only people that actually has the camo, man. But like, he's probably big mad because everybody else couldn't get it now.
Pretty good to have this one. I didn't know that I was a Power Up member, and I didn't know it was exclusive to GameStop. That's just how I pre-ordered games back in the day. But I got
crazy.
this one.
What the hell?
All right, so next up, we actually have Call of Duty Ghosts this time, and this one was an Xbox exclusive. So if you played on other consoles, sorry, you weren't getting it. No PlayStation, no PC, no Wii U. If you played Ghosts on Wii U, hey man, good for you, man.
Hey,
But
who played
this
Ghosts
one-
on the Wii U, man? I feel like nobody, bro. Like, why would you even get a Wii U, and then on top of that, you would get a COD Ghosts?
was called Spectrum, and
It's the same with Black Ops 1 on the Wii. Or MW3 on the Wii. Why would you get it on the Wii?
little tiger stripe, kind of trippy vibes, but the only
You know
way
what's funny?
trippy vibe.
They released this camo. I think this is MW2 or MW3. They re-released this camo after it was exclusive. Which is so funny. I feel like they shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Kind of trippy vibes, but the only way you could get this one is if you pre-ordered Ghost through the Microsoft Store. No, you couldn't
that's
do
pretty easy
GameStop.
then.
No, you couldn't do Best Buy. You couldn't even do the Xbox
Well,
Store.
I guess
Like, on
back
your-
in the day for like, when did Ghost release, chat? When did COD Ghost come out? Probably like 2013, right? Yeah, 2013. Okay, so that actually is kind of rare then maybe, because like in 2013, who ordered games on the console? Well, like in the Microsoft Store. I feel like people will actually go out and get the actual CD.
console. You had to go to the Microsoft website and pre-order the game.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, there
actually.
there cannot be that many out there. I don't think I've pre-ordered something on the Microsoft Store or even thought to do that.
Yeah,
Now,
not in
the funny thing, there's a
2013,
A
bro.
funny story with this one.
Nowadays,
the camo
yes, but
is
not in 2013.
actually able to be seen, or it's present in the other consoles besides Xbox, but you can't click it or access it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's
What?
there. It's like in the files, but only Xbox people.
The
can
COD
click on it
Ghost he showed had PS2 written. What? Actually?
actually have Call of Duty Ghost.
PlayStation 2. Wait, did COD Ghost actually exist on the PS2? No shot, right?
So it's just literally
No
if
shot.
they would have done a click of a button and update, they probably could have made it accessible to everybody.
That's the only COD I never played.
You got it. You got to do it through the
You
store.
kind of missed out on the campaign, I gotta say. You kind of missed out on the campaign, bro.
Man. Okay, so next up is Advanced Warfare, and this is a tricky one. So I want you guys to give me a little grace on this. I kind of have like different versions.
Did you guys
of
like
different
Advanced
options we
Warfare?
could do.
I didn't like
now,
it,
the
man.
one I have originally is a pretty basic one. It's the camo you get for pre-ordering Black Ops 3. So if you pre-order BO3, you would get a Black Ops 3 camo for
That's
your
kinda
Advanced
nice.
Warfare guns. It's actually pretty cool.
That-
looking,
yeah, that's pretty
but I
sick.
feel like most people kind of did this back in the day. Maybe they didn't after the jetpack era. They're like, oh, I'm done with this franchise. So there's the iconic burning BO3
Yeah, I've never seen this camo ever.
logo on your gun. Then there's also the option that you could have grinded for like the royalty camo, and the
this
royalty
one.
camo was an insane grind.
Yeah.
And they actually, fun fact, had to put out an update to make it easier. So the people that got
That's
like the
crazy.
early royalty
Bro, why would they do this? Like, why would they make it easier? Just leave it as hard as possible so only a few people can actually unlock it legit. I feel like that's the purpose, right? Making it easier makes it like just too easy for everybody. And then also, it's like if people already grinded so hard for it and then there's an update, oh, we made it easier, then I feel like I would feel so mad and like I feel like I wasted my time.
camo grind like the first couple months of the game.
Nah, there isn't on PS2. I think he did it to mess with us. I was
They
gonna
kind of
say.
flexed it a little bit more. There should have been like an update. Like I got royalty camo before December 15th when the update was. I don't know if that was when the update was, but and then there's supply drop stuff. So I'm just like, take your pick. Take your pick. Comment below which one you think is the rarest. Okay, so for Black Ops 3, you really had to be paying attention. You're probably like, T-Dog, what are you talking about? Why do I have to be paying attention to get this camo? Well, this camo was only earnable by logging into Black Ops 3 on July 4th. Now, the camo we're talking about is the Watermelon camo, which, by the way, is an amazing name.
Yo, they have this camo on World War II as well, I
And
think.
it looks amazing. And now that seems easy enough.
It looks cool,
we just
yeah.
gotta log in on July 4th. But here's the funny thing. They didn't release this camo till July 4th, 2018. So Black Ops 3 wasn't even the main Call of Duty. The main Call of Duty was COD World War II. And
Wow, that's crazy. So they released it on World War II and then released it on BO3, but why would they do that though?
So not only did you have to remember to log into an older game that came out in 2015, it's also a holiday. July 4th is a holiday in the United States. So maybe you're out celebrating.
That's such a weird camo to release on July 4th.
You just were with family. You didn't even have the time. And the fun fact is, when July 5th came around, it was gone and you never, ever could get it again. So 3 years after the release.
No, I kind of want to know what the reason was though.
Date or 2.5.
Like they just randomly remembered, oh, actually, we have BO3. Oh, let us just release like a camo real quick. And then out of all camos, they release watermelon.
A holiday.
Like, what?
And for
such a weird camo to release on that day.
Only.
And just like
this
randomly.
This could be the rarest one so far, honestly, on this list.
I think that might be the most rarest.
Now we are on to Infinite Warfare, and this camo you're looking at right in front of you is Urban Jackal. Now, this one's kind of, I don't know if some...
That looks like a Battlefield camo.
You even know what this is, but the only way that you could get this camo was by attending COD XP. Now, if you attended COD XP, you would get sent this code, or you probably received the code while you were there. And if you're wondering what this is, back in the day, Call of Duty would host like these conventions, and they used to happen, I believe, like every year. And those folks that went to these would get rewarded by getting something for free. And
imagine you only go to the event because you want the camo, and then the camo turns out to be this ass.
In Infinite Warfare's life cycle, they got a camo. Now, there's only a few, I think 100 or maybe a couple thousand people that would go to these events, kind of showcase the game that was about to come out. I think you got to play it. Just kind of a cool event to go to. I never got to go to any of these.
Me neither,
I think
bro.
about 99.9% of the population who played Call of Duty don't have this camo. So if you've ever played Infinite Warfare
I'm okay with that, bro. It's so ugly.
And you're looking at your camos and Urban Jackal is locked, you ain't getting that camo, little bro. All right, so now we're on Call of Duty World War
best COD ever, man. This COD is so sick, bro. I don't care what anybody says.
Camo is called Bomb Voyage, and I remember when Call of Duty started doing this, they started getting involved with like Amazon and Twitch Prime. So
Twitch Prime drops.
You had to have Twitch Prime to
I
get
don't
this.
have
now,
this one.
If you didn't know
and
this,
I'm so
Twitch
mad.
Prime, when you sign up for it or link to your Amazon account, you pretty much get rewards,
sick camo, though.
I think every month or every few weeks. And Call of Duty wanted to get on the action with this. So if you linked your Amazon account to your Twitch and to your Call of Duty account, you
look at this, bro. Oh my God, man.
Access to this camo. Now the problem is, again, these are limited time events here. So the only way you could access this was during the Winter Siege event. So you had a limited amount of time, and then you also had to have a Twitch Prime account. So you had to pay for that. I don't know if a lot of people had this. I think
I don't have it because I was too young to have a Twitch, I think. Like, not super young. I'm not that old, guys, okay? Like, I was maybe like 15, 16 years old. And I didn't even know what Twitch was at the time, I don't think. I think Twitch was like really low in like viewers still. Like nowadays it's like exploded, obviously. But if you think about like, when does this game come out? 2016 or whatever, 2017? Bro, like Twitch was not nowhere near where it's at now. So I feel like that makes it even more rare. Someone, bro, you're coming in the stream and you say, sup uncle, bro. I just said I'm not that old, man. Stop calling me uncle, bro. What's good though? How you doing, man?
I got Twitch Prime. I might as well do it. Because it was like a free reward, kind of, but not really, because you have to pay for Twitch Prime. They still do this kind of, but it's not as cool as it once was. All right, so on Black Ops 4, I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
T-Dog, man, I'm disappointed in you, bro. You forgot to change the cover, man. You forgot to change the cover, bro.
All right, so on
This is not Black Ops 4, man. Unless you're trying to rage bait, this is not Black Ops 4, bro. But Black Ops 4 is a good COD, though.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not play this game a ton. I played.
Did you really wear the mate outfit?
Blackout. I've said it in multiple videos. The one, I did some research for this one because most of these I kind of knew, but this one, this is the masked reactive camo.
What is that?
Now, I think it's kind of unique based on player performance. as you know, back in this game, or maybe you don't know, they actually had a cool feature in this game where like every 5 kills, the camo would kind of switch around. And this one was no different. Now, the problem with this game, there was a black market that was legitimately some of the worst monetization.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it, bro.
Practices I've ever seen in a video game before.
Yeah, I'll say,
it was like Battlefront 2 levels. And so they would give you like certain things that you could buy ever so often. And then once you bought the camo, you had to like unlock it, I think. This camo was in the store for just a limited amount of time only. And now, going back to how bad the cosmetics in the black market was, they eventually revamped the entire store, black market, a couple months later. Maybe it might have been a year after release.
Yeah.
It was during the time where all these microtransactions were just...
Yeah, but BO4, I think they got so much hate for the microtransactions or something like that, and then they completely changed
becoming way too much.
Or actually, no, it was the other way around. It was... Wait, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember they updated the store, and then it was like a lot of more stuff you can buy or something like that. I don't know.
So when they did this overhaul, it actually never came back in the store. So that was kind of a complicated mess, but to summarize...
Yeah, why would you even buy this, bro? This is ugly as shit. Why would you even buy this camo?
For a limited amount of time when it came into the black market, and then when they revamped it, it never came back. So you can't ever get it again. The masked camo. All right, so ugly, now we're on Modern Warfare 19.
One of the best Call of Duties ever, chat. I don't care what anybody says.
And I think this could be one of the craziest ones on this list.
I had the most fun on this game, bro.
Now, back during this time that the game was out,
yes, I was part of this, chat. I was part of this. I tried to get this camo so bad, and I had to sign up for the ambassador program, and I actually got in, but I didn't get the camo. I think you had to sign up for the ambassador. And then you had to like be an ambassador for like a certain amount of time, and you had to do like a certain amount of like support stuff like that. I don't know what it was, but you had to do a bunch of stuff to get it, and it was so rare, but it was so good. It looked so nice.
Call of Duty introduced something called the Ambassador Program. Now this program was something that anyone could sign up for, but you had to be accepted. Now, if you did get accepted, you actually had some responsibility.
Exactly.
Your goal was to browse the Activision forums and contribute.
You would be like a mod, kind of. Like, you would go in between and, like, answer people's, like, support tickets and help them out and stuff like that. Like, you're not an actual support assistant, like, customer service type of thing. You're just a random person talking to them, which is kind of funny. Because half the time, the only thing that people would type in there would be, "Oh, I got banned. Can you help me get unbanned?" Blah blah blah. Like just people getting banned for cheating and stuff like that. Like it was really bad. It was really weird.
To helping people solve their issues, whether they couldn't get in the game, they had an error code, whatever. You would type in these forums and be like, "Hey man, I think this is how you should try to fix this." Pretty much, you were like tech support for this.
It was so funny. When I moved to the US, I remember being in the car. We were driving, and I was actually doing. Like the forum, I was actually responding to people and stuff like that, and I never gotten the camo because I just gave up. It was just like, bro, people would just be talking about getting banned and stuff like that. Like, why would I even, you know?
For free.
It was just like
they wanted to reward you for this.
Calling cards, man. Oh my god.
So over the time,
they're so sick,
if you
bro.
built up credibility, answered a bunch of questions, you would be given rewards. Now, with these rewards, this
one, Ace's camo, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Oh my god.
Where the camo comes in. This is Activision Ace's camo. And it's a pretty basic camo, but my goodness, it was very difficult to earn. And
bro, on MW19, this was beautiful, bro, because we didn't have crazy camos besides Damascus and stuff like that.
But you weren't.
But this one looks so clean.
The game, you were grinding the forums. And I just think this is the funniest thing ever. Now, the I guess more insane thing is this program is now closed.
Yeah.
They turned it off. Maybe they hired people to do the jobs.
Yeah, they definitely hired people.
Using the fans. But so yeah, if you did this, you have a camo that literally can't be accessed by any. It
was crazy back in the day, bro. When MW19 came out, Call of Duty was in a shitter, man. Like the game was good, but talking about like website and support and like tech support, like there was nothing, bro. How does a company like that have no type of support, like actual customer service people? It was insane, bro. I still remember, man. They had nothing going for them, bro. Like the only thing they were doing is put out games and have some type of anti-cheat. But even then, it was like barely anything. Now we have the Ricochet stuff. We have probably actual customer support and stuff like that. So now there's more. But back then, I remember, man, there was like barely anything.
Anymore. And you know what? If you did this, thank you for serving the community. Now, for Cold War, again, it's kind of like Advanced Warfare. There wasn't a ton of rare camos during Cold War. Everything was semi-easy to get. So the one that we're going to go with was just a little bit more time-consuming. This is the Hazardous Krig 6. And this was a blueprint that you got unlocked by completing all 16 challenges in the...
Maybe I have this. I might actually have this, chat.
Warzone Rebirth Island event. So,
but I don't have my account anymore, which
it was
sucks.
a limited time mode. It seemed like
I forgot my email.
From doing the research, some people missed out on this and were very disappointed. I mean, I don't think it's the craziest looking blueprint.
It doesn't look like it anyway.
I guess people just like free stuff. I don't know if I even got it because the 16 challenges, I look at that and I go, ain't no way.
I'm sorry, man, but if you have subtitles on when you're playing the video game, just get out, man. Like, why do you need subtitles in the middle of your screen saying "enemy down"? Like, why do you need subtitles, bro?
I look at that and I go, ain't no way. All right, so Vanguard actually brings us to the Call of Duty League. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's professional Call of Duty. Go Boston Breach. Okay, guys, I'm a content creator for Breach. Some of you guys ask me that all the time. I'm like, dude, I've been there for 3 years. Let's wake up a little bit. Sorry, I'm getting a little frustrated. But anyway, this is the Snake Bite Camo. And how you earn this was you actually had to watch a tournament. So every few months, they hold these, I mean, the prize pool is
I think the reason why this is rare too is because barely anybody liked Vanguard, bro. Nobody liked it, man. There's maybe like a few unks that like it. Bro, nobody liked the game.
High on these tournaments. They hold tournaments every few months, and you needed to watch one of these tournaments. But here's the thing. You had to make sure you were paying attention to when you got this camo because it was Major 2. Now, most Call of Duty leagues, there's like 4 or 5 majors per year. And this was on Major 2, and you had to watch on Championship Sunday. So for each
That's
major,
kind of sick, though.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They play 4 days.
That's
and
a nice
final
camo.
day, it's kind of like golf. The championship is on Sunday. So you had to watch on Championship Sunday of Major 2 for at least an hour. And then you got rewarded the camo. If you missed that deadline, it was gone. The camo was gone forever. So you have to kind of be intertwined with the competitive scene of Call of Duty. You had to be available on Sunday, and you had to watch for an hour. I guess you could left your PC up if you really wanted to. But there were some stipulations to this one, and if you missed out, you missed out. Well, here we are in Modern Warfare 2. We're going to be pretty brief with this one. It's not going to require a lot of brain knowledge to know what's going on. This is the top 250 skin.
Yes. I think one of my friends has this one. I think Alex has this camo. Not sure if he's in the chat, but I think he has this.
Now, the only way you can get this is if you played ranked play on Modern Warfare 2 during Season 5. Now, the reason it's so, I guess, rare is because there's really only 250 of them ever. So you had to battle out the entire season to try to get into the top 250. I don't know if you played ranked before, but
that's a nice camo,
every game you win, your rank goes up, but as you go higher, you play better competition. Top 250 is insane to get. It is just a insane grind. And the people that have this camo, it's literally one of 250.
Yeah.
Again,
sweats.
If you do this,
grinders.
Good for you. I can't. All right, so Modern Warfare 3's camo, I'm not gonna lie.
The pink camo. There's a pink camo that's like $100. And there's a cheetah camo that's like $200. I think.
Never, and I mean never, gonna be able to get this camo.
It's one of those two.
0% chance of this happening. This is Tiki, as you can
What
see.
is
It's like a
that?
blue camo. Nothing crazy. But the only way that you could get this camo is if you worked at Activision during the Modern Warfare 3 life cycles.
What?
So, I mean, this was a game that gave us plenty of camos to grind for, plenty of blueprints and all that kind of good stuff. Great post-launch support. But if you see this camo, you're actually running into a dev or a worker.
I thought it was the chat. Let me show you guys, bro. I think it was called Royalty Tiger. I thought he meant this one, because this one is also like one of the rarest. Because you had to buy this. I think you had to buy I don't know if I forgot what it was. You had to buy something. This right here. Yes, you had to buy the freaking pouch, bro. I have it. I have the freaking pouch here, bro. Look, I'm not lying. Look, this is exactly the same. Task Force, bro. I bought this shit, man. It was like $100-something back then. I was like stupid. I don't know why I did this. Let me see. I want to see how much this actually was. Okay, it was $60. It was $60. Yeah, I mean, with it being $60, still, I bought this back then, and I had to buy it fast because it was selling out super fast, bro. And then there's also, I think it's called Gold Cheetah. There's also this one right here, which is on World War II, but there's also one that is in MW3. And I don't know how to get this one again. I forgot. I think you had to buy something. Yeah, maximize your loadout and spend $100 plus side-wide to unlock the Gold Cheetah weapon camo. So you had to spend $100+ in the card shop on the website to get this one. So these are also rare on MW3, I believe. And there's also a monster camo, like a monster energy camo. They had a lot of rare camos on MW3, man. So I got scammed? Bro, I've never worn this in my life. I've never worn this once. If anybody wants this, I'm giving it away, bro. I'm not keeping it. Hell no. Like, what am I even gonna do with this? It's just in the background. I got this and I've never ever opened it, bro. I never touched it, nothing. Like, well, now I touched it, but like, I mean, like, never worn, you know?
Because you couldn't get this. There's no way. No way. Okay,
that's crazy,
our
Frost.
final game, Black Ops 6.
So let's hook it for
probably
100.
The rarest and the most expensive. I guess we're saving the best / worst.
Oh, I've seen this
last.
one before.
During the early life cycle of Black Ops 6, they decided to release a replica Wonderwaff weapon in the Call of Duty store. Again, back to MW2. We're not talking about the COD store in front of you when you boot up the game. We're talking about callofduty.com/store. And, well, this gun costs $350.
Yeah. Bro, I saw this. I remember I saw this when they released it. I was like, bro, I want to get this, but $350? God damn.
Now, it did come with a camo, and that camo was called Gold Lightning. And,
yep.
Not impressive. The camo is not that good.
It looks ass.
And again, same thing with Modern Warfare 2. This
it's not even animated.
Sold out very, very quickly. There was a limited time.
I feel like it should be at least animated if you buy something for that expensive, bro.
Or a limited amount of items that you could get. And realistically, even if you go and try to buy this gun on like eBay, a lot of them say no code included, no lightning included. And if you were trying to find the gun with the camo, you could be spending like $1,000 for this. So I do not like this strategy of giving camos with purchases like that. I get their thinking, but I don't know.
It makes it more intriguing.
$1,000 for a camo? Come on, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the
Yup. W video, bro. W video, bro.